so they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they gave me
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme tonight. It's the Bears and the Chargers on Sunday Night Primetime.
Night begin. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here come the Bears to take over on offense behind their third-year quarterback, former Ohio State Buckeye Charles Justin Fields.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Here we go.
Now Fields going to throw on the first play. And his first look is incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Davis now to return it. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So the Charger offense making its way out. And at the controls is the league's second leading passer a year ago. At 25 years of age out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
The Chargers just continue to improve and take steps forward under the quiet leadership of Herbert, who's been the most productive quarterback in league history to his first 3 seasons. Over 4,700 yards last year. He's expecting to crack the 5,000-yard mark in this season.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line. Baylor Tigers! Baylor Tigers! Go.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Sliding out of the pocket. This is swung out to Eckler. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The Chargers at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Play action. It's Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Touchdown! Keenan Allen, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that, it only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They begin the drive with Johnson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Fields throw complete here to commit. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
So, Charles, this defense in for a tough matchup. What do you think the game plan is here tonight?
Well, I think the game plan is the same as most, which is, hey, pass rushers, do your job. Coverage guys, do your job. And the linebackers are going to be a mix.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again, because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be second down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
3rd and 5. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. Throw out wide is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
On 2nd and 10, Fields. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. Touchdown, Chicago! Sterling Shepard. His...
Go.
They'll start with the option.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this.
Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jaquan Brisker.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'll have to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here is 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Fields.
Steps away to his left. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect him with his legs for that first down pickup.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
58 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Johnson going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
They run with a former Panther. It's Deontay Foreman.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
Deontay Foreman, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Bears have taken the lead.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. L.A. readies for its next possession.
That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Open man, it's Palmer.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
That's again complete to Palmer. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 37. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Again, Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Herbert operating from the red zone. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up second down.
On the option, here's Eckler.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
Go.
Herbert. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Here we go.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Right.
Here's Fields. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Screen play, Johnson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackled him for just a short gain.
A man who led the league in yards per carry last year, it's Khalil Herbert.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
On first down, it's Herbert. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first,
well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Herbert off of play action. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Herbert. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. On the option right, Herbert. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. No sweat from Montez Sweat that time as he makes that stop look easy.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down.
Allen's got it complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's Herbert now on second down. His throw incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And this one is right down the middle. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. And they've got the lead right now here, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Raiders. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And this will be a Bears first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
No gain on the play there, second down. Now it's Fields. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Austin Johnson gets the sack defensively. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now it's him carry for Johnson. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. To throw is Fields. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job.
And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. And we've got a dandy here. 1-point game as we begin the fourth.
59.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. That is caught. And they work this right on the field across the 45. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner. We watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's got Allen. He's got room at the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Eckler will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown.
And this is a type of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of and that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Automatic 1st down.
And they'll begin by running the option. And just shutting him off there. He's still on his feet. And finally taken down at the 15. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. Well, you know, most quarterbacks, when you talk about their big playability, you talk about the arm. But this, an absolutely huge play with a leg.
And also with his mind, because he had to see this play develop in order to make the decision to keep it and run. How about him seeing the seas part for him once he got past the line of scrimmage. My first thought, I think he can go all the way, and I'm trying not to take over. Your call with this play, partner. There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner, and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Fields going to hold on to it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Justin Fields, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2? Fields trying to throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. From the 50, here's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They took a big shot there for the end zone, and if he finds a way to come up with it, that might be your game winner. But it was not to be. The coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing, Herbert. And that one complete downfield to Allen. Touchdown, Allen! Keenan Allen with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. So now Fields and the Bears down by 4, 1:46 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
Here we go, Scott.
Here's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
Back to throw, Fields. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 21. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Here's 1st and 10. Now Fields. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They're going to pass here with Herbert. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And they're going to speed things up here.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down. Hey, Ram.
Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So it's a win here for the LA Chargers. And it was thanks to the